Yo, 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 it's your boy Jet Sanders here. And man, oh man, UFC fight night. I didn't even get to watch the whole goddamn card. I only watched a little bit of it. And kind of the same thing with MVP card. I caught a couple fights before the actual three headliners, but I also caught Arnold Allen and Do Ho Choi fight. Um, I had a baby shower and a birthday party to go to. Your boy be busy, man. I'm an uncle out here, homie. Unc out here. And dad. So, listen up, though. I made it back. And when I came back, like I said before, I had to get the double screen on. Put the double screen on, And the fight that I came into for UFC, the first fight that I watched. And again, it's kind of cool because it was like the fights were kind of playing at like fight over here would be UFC, and then over here MVP would have the next fight come on. So really timed real well. They got to be working with each other. They got to be talking. I'm sure Ronda Rousey being so cool with Dana, I'm sure they kind of talked something out like, hey yo, look, give me these slots type shit. So, but anyways, I walked in on our boy Malcolm Wellmaker versus Juan Diaz. And, man, this dude Wellmaker got submitted by Juan Diaz in the second round. Now, this dude Wellmaker, that's 2 in a row now. He lost his last fight against Ethan Ewing, and that was a real tough fight right there. Good fight. Both dudes showed a lot of heart. And in this fight with Juan Diaz, he was making his debut. He was, I believe, 16-1, something like that. Really crazy record, really good record. But, yeah, dude, Wellmaker came out, looked clean at first, very confident. But as it started to go on through the first, Juan, I guess, started to get a little more comfortable, started working in the grappling and, mixing up the striking. And he even dropped him near the end of the round, or he slipped. I don't remember if he dropped him or slipped. But Wellmaker fell down, and then when he fell down, Juan threw a knee while he was grounded. But, luckily it didn't do too much damage, or at least it didn't seem like it. And, that was the end of that round. Second round came in, and this dude Juan, he chokes. He gets the submission over Wellmaker. And it's crazy because, Wellmaker was that guy, he came in, knocked a couple dudes out. Very hype prospect. So to lose this fight sucks, But it is what it is. That's the name of the game. He'll bounce back, I'm sure. I didn't predict this fight. I just watched it. So next up, we got Saladin Paranas. I don't know how to say it, if I'm saying it right. Knocks out Kenny Cross in the first round for MVP Promotions. Another fight, I didn't predict this one, but I've heard a lot about this Saladin dude. He's just kind of one of those guys that just fights outside of the UFC with other different organizations and shit. Man, I'm upset I missed the prelims. I really wanted to watch that Adrian Moraes fight, man, but wasn't able to get home in time, so oh well. But Saladin gets a knockout. I think I also missed the Spain fight, but it's all good. Like I said, I watched Saladin knock out Kenny Cross. I guess he was just a guy they just got to for Saladin to kind of showcase how good that dude was. And yeah, he got it done. Good stuff. And back to the UFC, we got Do Ho Choi weathering the storm and getting the finish over Daniel Santos and by a body shot, bro. So the first round, Daniel, man. So look, I thought that he'd be able to kind of mix it up a little bit more. And when he came out swinging so crazy, I kind of like immediately knew where it was going to go. When it comes to these kinds of fighters, they need to understand when they fight technical guys like Do Ho Choi, you can't just come at them and throw shit. I mean, you you pressure him, but you don't just throw. You know what I'm saying? So he was just throwing shit, spinning kicks that he was like completely not even close with. But he did hurt Doo Ho Choi a few good times in the first round. Had him stumbling a few good times. And so I thought he was gonna get the finish there for a minute, and I was like, okay, let's go. But Doo Ho Choi, man, he's fucking tough, and that was the thing when I said he had gotten dropped by John Castaneda, Daniel Santos, with clean striking, with clean boxing, and that was kind of my thing, was like if he can avoid getting hit by Doo Ho Choi, like if he could kind of pressure him more, mix it up, throw the wild strikes, throw the grappling in there. Really, I was kind of hoping he'd throw more grappling, but I think he was struggling to get him down. And Doo Ho Choi was able to keep it on the feet, and he turned it into his own striking game. And again, showed the boxing skill level, and Doo Ho Choi gets the win. The fucking homeboy was gassed by the second round, so he threw that body shot, finished him. So, congrats to Doo Ho. I was wrong. That makes me 0-1, but it's all good. Next up, we got in the MVP card, we got Francis Ngannou knocking out Felipe Lins in the first round. Now, I predicted that he would get a knockout in the first round, especially because it's over somebody like Felipe Lins, who is very size disadvantage, 220, I believe, whereas Francis was like 260 or some shit like that. Very massive guy compared to Lins. Francis, dude, was fucking shredded. Jesus Christ, these guys in the MVP side, they were all looking in incredible shape, which tells me they had to have, gotten away with a couple things there, you know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, Francis Ngannou, he knocks out Felipe Lins, and Lins, he threw a few good shots in there. He threw in a few good shaky strikes before he got hurt, or before he got knocked out. But ultimately, this was Francis's show, and that's what he did. He got it. So, congrats, Francis. I predicted he'd get the first round knockout. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody did, so I guess that's 1-1. Next up, Arnold Allen versus Mel Quisel Costa. And Arnold Allen wins the decision. So he outstrikes Mel, out-grapples him. In the first round, he drops him early as hell. And even in the fourth round, he stumbles Mel. And after stumbling him, he takes him down to the ground. And again, he's just able to out-grapple him. In the fifth round, though, Mel did have some momentum. He felt the urgency to try to finish the fight. But, Arnold wasn't having any of that, So he took him down, held him there, got some ground and pound. Basically ended the fight with ground control. Again, he just overall just showed levels, and he got the job done. I figured he would be able to do that. I figured he'd be able to pressure Mel, and then to the point where when he got to the later rounds, he'd be a little more tired. But again, it was tough seeing Mel go out like that. I'm a fan of Mel, but I didn't think that this would be a fight that he was not ready for. But it is what it is, man. It's the fight game, Arnold Allen is crafty, very good, very talented. It's so nice to see him get that win. And again, Mel will learn from this fight. He'll come back. He'll be okay. It's part of the game. But anyways, that makes me 2-1 on predictions. I thought that he would get it done. So good shit. Next up, we got Mike Perry brutalizing Nate Diaz for 2 rounds and then ending the fight in the corner. So I thought that, which it did happen, he did get dropped, and then he did tie up tie up Mike Perry for a second. He almost had him there for a minute. But Mike Perry been working on that ground game, because as soon as he got caught up, he was able to get out scramble out of it. And once he got out, he was telling him to go. And sure enough, man, he was swinging. Nate Diaz was landing a couple jabs, couple 1-2s in there, couple hooks. He did make Perry bleed. You know, we're not gonna sit here and be like he completely murdered him. He threw a couple good shots in there, and Perry started leaking a little bit. But ultimately, man, them shots from Perry, as soon as they were landing, you could tell Diaz was not trying to fit, like not trying to be in that shit. The body shots, man, oh my God, he was fucking Diaz up in there. But you know, he gave him hell. King of Violence continues and gets the TKO victory. So congrats to Mike. Hopefully he gets that fight with Jake Paul and gets to use elbows, knees, and all those things. So it's a different game in MMA. But I got that one wrong, so that makes me 2-2 on my predictions. But it's all good, because next up we got Ronda Rousey submitting Gina Carano in, they're saying 17 seconds. I said 15 seconds, my boy, because it was like 4:45 whenever that bitch stopped. So, man, I called that. I kind of knew that was going to happen. Ronda Rousey was in a different mind state when she fought Holly Holm and she fought Amanda Nunes. You know, for her, she had something to prove there with the striking. Here, she also did have something to prove here too, but she had to kind of remind herself of who she was. Because when you getting told you could strike, when you could beat Floyd Mayweather, and then all of a sudden you think you can fucking throw hands and shit, but, you know, but that time away, that time gone, you know, I'm sure she went back, rewatched her videos, rewatched her tape of her just shooting and finishing the fight. And again, that's kind of like, if Gina Carano's main thing was stand-up, what do you think she's gonna do? She's not gonna risk getting knocked out by Gina Carano, the fucking chick from Mandalorian. Nah, don't get me wrong, I know she OG, but still, Ronda Rousey wants that return victory. She's gonna get it in fashion. So she got it done the way that I thought she would do it. You know, no offense to Gina. I love Gina, but I just didn't see how else it was going to go. So, for that makes me 3-2 on predictions. Overall did okay, but I mean, can't get them all right? But anyways, while Francis Ngannou and what's his name were starting their fight, another big fight was announced. Max Holloway versus Conor McGregor. I'm gonna be doing a separate video for this one because that's big news. But you know, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. So anyways, that's it. That's all for this episode. Y'all like and subscribe. Y'all leave a comment for your boy, because, you know, I read those things, man. And I appreciate whatever people be saying, and I appreciate all the new subscribers, too. Y'all welcome to the channel. I know I ain't nothing interesting, but, like, man, we just be talking about MMA, dog. But until then, y'all boys take it easy, and peace.